Okay, come along with me. I'm going to try and show you. Here's a magazine, comes to my town, Mount Juliet Lifestyle. I'm going to turn this into a journal. And I would like you to join me. This is something that just came to my mind. I saw this magazine and said, oh, it's nice and sturdy. It's got a nice little spine to it. So I folded in the pages, like so. I just folded them in all. And I believe some of them, I'm thinking, I think this would be a really nice opening. Leave that open. I folded them all in. And there's a couple in here that I think I want to leave them how they are. This one is a really pretty page right here. So I'm going to put a paper clip on it like that. I'm liking that pretty color right there. There's another page in here that I think I like both sides. That's what it is. I like both sides. Some of these will be able to open, and some of them I think will be great to turn them into a corner pocket like that. And then I'm just going to pick a few. That'll be a nice pocket that way. And maybe this one, it's also folded in. A bigger pocket. We'll see how that happens. What happens with that? Oh yeah, that's interesting. But I want to make it straight. So right now I'm just playing around with the pages to see what they will become. And then I will turn, I'll come back and I'm going to glue all the pages together. So this one, maybe I'll leave this plain. And I'll add a pocket or something on some of them. And what I was thinking would be great would be to use up my scraps. We all have scraps, and a lot of scraps. We don't need a lot of scraps. I don't need a lot of scraps. And then on this other end here, I folded them the opposite direction. So again, and I think I'll do the same thing. I will make a corner pocket and fold it over. And then this one, a whole pocket like that. It makes it really thick, but it's still going to be a wonderful page like that. So you have a short, tall pocket and a smaller pocket. And if I glued these two together, I could have a double pocket. You never know. That might happen. And some of them, they will remain as open pages. And I will maybe make pockets or something on the inside. So this is going to be my journey. And I see that the more I fold it, the more it cracks. I will have to put something on it to make it sturdy. So let's just start by I'm going to find 20, I think there's 25 pages. So I'll have to find at least 25 pieces of paper that's in my scrap pile, which I have 3 containers of scraps. That's 1. There's 2 and 3 of scraps. So it won't really matter what I use. It will matter. Oh, you know, that will secure. That would be really helpful on the binding there. I don't really want to glue anything down till I have determined how I want this. And do I want it straight? Do I want to tear it? And I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just really, I'm not thinking about which papers I'm going to use. I'm just grabbing out of my scrap pile here. And that might make a really nice page. On the inside, oh, here's a nice little piece right up here. Okay, so that's just about the right size. That's a map. I think before I do that, I think I might decide whether or not if I open and close this, if this becomes an open and close page, I might want to put some washi tape. That'll be a good idea. That's where I'm going to start. I'm going to start with a washi tape. A washi tape that is wide enough and of the right design. There we go. This will become the binding. So this is a journey you're taking with me. I didn't pre-plan this. I'm just working as I'm going. And the first thing I decided was I really want to put washi tape on the binding. That way it has some nice protection on it. And washi tape, I chose washi tape because washi tape is flexible. Yes, I said flexible. And I'm not getting this straight at all. So let me try that again. There. I do. No, it looks like it's on. Oh, good grief. There we go. That's on there better. So it's flexible. It matches with my paper. And I think I would like this long piece right here. So I probably should have just wrapped it around the back and went down the back side with it as well. Because that way it will be secure on both sides. Funny how it doesn't match. I don't know how to make a straight line. That's the problem. You don't need to know how to make a straight line. There. Now we have a little bit more secure, except for it didn't look very secure over here. So I'm going to add a little bit more washi tape, so it looks a little bit more secure. Like I said, I couldn't draw a straight line. Goodness. All right, there we have more sturdy thickness. All right. Make sure it's glued down very well and it's flexible. And because I'm going to leave it open and close, I'm not going to glue that page. I am going to glue this one though. This one will become a closed area. So that's closed. And I will put glue along the edge and along the bottom. So now I have a pocket. That one is a pocket. Ready for paper. And I'm going to do one thing at a time. I think I'm going to wait to decide what the cover will be. But I can put paper on the inside. And it's probably a wise decision to make it just a tad bit smaller, narrow, than when you close it, it doesn't make a fold right there. So this would have to be just a tad bit more narrow. And so I'm going to make this a tad bit more narrow. Just put it at the... And let's see. That might make a good inside page. I like it. And inking it, if you want to ink it, it always gives it a little bit more depth. It gives it a vintagey look. And it gives it definition. It has a more of an eye appeal when you add ink to your edges. It's not a necessity. It just looks attractive to the eye. So if you like ink edges, then ink the edges. And I'm using Art Glitter Glue. It has no glitter, but it's a very good adhesive for paper to paper. Holds very, very fast, and I like it. And that's why I'm using it. Right up next to there. And then I'm going to make sure it closes well without folding the paper. Very nice. This one, I should have measured, but I'm not a very good measuring person either. So I will go about right there. Nothing has to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I mean, books really look nice when they're well made, but people will tend to buy something that's well made rather than something that looks like garbage. Even though we are using mostly garbage. A junk journal, they don't call them junk journals for nothing. It's because they're made out of junk mail, things most people throw away, and put together in a way that's appealing to the eye. I found crafting to be a fun hobby to have, as for me, because I really like saving the planet and not wasting papers and filling up the trash bins always. So I began crafting with paper. I just fell in love with it. It's just so rewarding to know that a lot of this won't be going into the landfill. It still might eventually, because people throw away books. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. So I have that first inside page done, and I used it on my scrap paper. And these shoes would have been upside down had I not paid attention. And I have a big gap here between this one and this one, but it doesn't look bad. It looks okay. And this would be really pretty here. I'm not sure I could cut it straight. Not at this point, but I could tear it. I could tear it and use this is also a scrap. It's in my scrap bin over here. So I could use it torn. Oh yeah. Hallelujah, that's beautiful. And then make the edge straight over here. So let's try that. And there's nothing impossible. Everything is doable. Everything is doable. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Let me just take a little hair off of here. This is my very first YouTube video, and I hope you're enjoying watching me. I can be a little crazy. I know there's a lot of people out there with YouTube videos that are professionals that are trying to sell you stuff. And really, I'm not really any different. I'm not a professional. And I'm really not trying to sell you anything unless you want to buy this journal we're making. I do make journals, and I do sell them. I also make cards, and I do sell them. But if you just watch my channel, and that's all you do is watch my channel, I'll be very grateful. You don't have to buy anything from me. This is just something I want to do, is have a YouTube channel. My grandkids have asked me for years, Bibi, when are you going to have a YouTube channel? We want to watch your YouTube channel. So here I am. I'm making my first YouTube. And it's going to be beautiful. That's pretty, right? That's really pretty. Has a little bit extra paper over here, but we'll just cut it off. That's still a little bit too much over there. There we go. So, I'm not sure about the cover, like I said, but so far it looks pretty. And then what other scraps do I have here? What if I used some book pages? Book pages would be cool. They can be straight. They could be straight. They don't have to be straight. They could be torn. Straight or torn, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to tear the white part off. And I have 2 pages, so I can do 2. And we'll ink it. It's really hard to ink this old dictionary that I have here. It's so fine. The paper's so fine. One of my first jobs as a young woman was I worked in the school in the library. It was in a building, a cubicle outside, and we took the books and took out the library cards, and we replaced library cards, rebound the books. I had no idea that one day I would be making my own books. That's so funny. That's really funny. Okay, so what I think, this is a perfect, perfect 2-page, but I don't like that on this with the line down the middle. So I'm going to tear it so that it has some kind of, I don't know, so it looks better. That's all I can say. So it looks better. And that'll be cool. See? I know there's pages under there, but that's just fine. And then up here, I will probably fold it over so that it folds right into that pocket. And for now, that's what it's going to happen. All right? Not too close to the edge. And, oh, I did it. I got glue on my book. But I need to tuck it. I need to turn this around so I can tuck it under. Here. There we go. Very interesting. Now, it has a little piece up here, so I need a little something up there. And what do I have? I have a bunch of trash. Maybe, well, this one is not what I want. I have a different kind of paper that is white, a white paper. I could do that. And let's see how well I can, see what I can do with this. See if I'm any good at it. Of course you're not. So, there we go. I'm going to do some, I think what I'll do is tear the bottom because I think I like that torn look better. So we'll just tear it a little. Doesn't have to be perfect, just torn. And then we do want the straight edge along the edge of the book and along the fold here. So that looks pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to put that down. Like it was meant to be. There you go. It was definitely meant to be. And this is how I am going to fix the angle, I think. There we go. A little bit more glue up here. And now it has a different paper there. Probably could have glued the paper on the inside before I glued it down, and then I wouldn't have this issue right here. I could have done that, but it's not necessary, is it? How about that? The words don't really match. I'm just going to put it in there. Matchy matchy or not. All right. This will, oh well, I was too late. I laid it down and it went in there crooked. And it was too late to change it. Oh well, that's how it happens. And of course I can come along and I can add some stamping. I have my own word stamps here. I can just add some words anywhere else I like. So it's okay to add words. Add words. There we go. What else could I put on there? I could probably put another smaller pocket. This is a pretty little, I can make that a pocket. This is a napkin paper that I made, and it's going in this book because it's a scrap, and that's what we're making, a scrap book. It's a little small, so I wonder if I should put a paper behind it. Do I have red. That'd be kind of bright. I'm not sure I like that. But here's a smaller red card. Let's see if I like it. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like that. I put that there. Maybe I'll save this for another page. That's another idea. I need something to make a little pocket. A pocket. That works well. I might like that. So I'm going to cut that. And I don't even remember where it was now. It was there. A little bit shorter than there. Okay, there we go. And a thumb notch would be really nice. And it's still a little bit too long. So let's cut off a little bit more. And if I have to go in increments of a little bit more, that's what I'll do. Okay, let's try a thumb notch. This is a very picky, what do you call it, hole puncher. It doesn't particularly want to punch one thin piece of paper. So I have to add paper to it. And then it says, okay, I'll work. I changed my mind. Didn't cut that one very well, but it cut this one just fine. Don't need the edges again. And now we have a double pocket. We went from one pocket to a double pocket. This book might become a book of pockets. A pocket book that doesn't have any money. A pocketbook with no money. There. And we can make a tag to put in it. This says love. How about a journal card to put in it. That would be better. That's a pretty one. A journal card. And just so you can see it a little bit better, we should put some ink on it. This is so much fun, so relaxing. There we go. A journal card. What are we going to put on the inside of this? Well, we need a long card in here. So a long card, that's the right size. That is the right size. Look at that. That is the right size. It's just a little bit too long. So I think I will cut it about right here. And then I can decorate this. I can decorate this, and I can add a tab to it. So that can go in there. And if I put a tab up there, that can go in there. Well. It could have this on it. We could have, it's kind of too short, too narrow. We need something not so narrow. That's kind of cute. We could wrap it in, I think this would be a good idea. This is book page. I'm sorry, tea-dyed paper. And this paper is 10 1/8 by 3 1/2. So we'll do 3 and 1 notch before the 3 1/2. I don't know what that is, mathematically speaking. But whatever it is, that's what it's going to be. And 10 1/8. I don't measure except for when I have to measure. Sometimes I measure, sometimes I don't. How's that? Sometimes I measure up, sometimes I don't. 10 1/8. And it's probably wrong. And that's why I don't like to measure, because I always get it wrong. That's exactly the right size. So, of course, it's not short enough for me. And then I will ink it. And if nothing else, we'll have one side completely decorated with something. I just thought I'd take you along so you could see how I play. This is how I play. Everybody has their own way of playing. Do you know that? Nobody's wrong. Nobody's right. You don't have to do it my way. You don't have to do it her way. You have to do it your own way. Yeah. Don't be crooked. There we go. Oh, it looks pretty all by itself, just like this. But I think it'd be really pretty with a tab on it. So I think a tab is necessary. And a tab would be really cute. And match that on here. So what I'm going to do There's a couple of different ways to make tabs, but the easiest way is to just punch one out. And I'm fortunate enough to have the whale tail. So let me just grab that whale tail. Somewhere it is, right here. And I'm going to punch one out, just like that. So, I had bought this early on in Stampin' Up! And didn't know it was so popular. And I'm really glad that I have it. What else I'm going to put on this card, I don't know. I really don't. I don't. There we go. So there it is. First page. I think this needs a pocket or a design of some kind. This needs something. What it needs, I'm not sure. You know what would be really cute on there? I have, let's see if I have any cards that are the same size. When you have cards that are the same size, then you can make, easily make, I don't have very many that are exactly the same size. So, that's not the same size. That's a little bit bigger. Let's go back here. We can make these all the same size. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take these, and the smallest one, you have to make them all the same size. So this is 3 by 3 1/4. 3 by 3 1/4. 3 is this way, 3 1/4 is that way. So 3 by 3 1/4. And you want to make them even on both sides. So you cut a little bit off of one side, then you measure 3 1/4 on the other side, and then it matches 3 by 3 1/4. This one, of course not. I thought it was, but I was wrong. I'm going to go like that. 3 by 3 1/4. 3. And I'm going to have to cut out a little bit off each end so it measures to 3 and 3 1/4, and a little bit off of each end. Match it up to 3 1/4. It's going to be a little off. That's okay, because we could probably cover. This is 3 1/2. So we'll do 1/8 off of this side. Oh, that wasn't 1/8. Definitely wasn't 1/8. This is 3 1/2. So we do 1/8 there, and then 3 1/4 here. That looks maybe right. Of course it's not. I cut it the wrong way. Now I can't use it. Well, I don't know what I was thinking. This has to be, I'm going to stop with these 3. That's what I'm going to do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that washi tape. I'll take this washi tape since it's visible to me. I put the other one down somewhere. And what I'm going to do with this, it matches kind of perfectly. So I'm going to, of course, put some flowers up and put some glue up here. And I'm going to make sure that these flowers are going the right direction. Put a little bit of flowers up there and cut it off. Put some glue on my washi tape. And I'm going to put it down like that. And then it will flip up. Okay? Flip up. The next one, I could put them, I could butt them right up next to each other. But I think I want to make them go like that. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'll put one here. So under each one of these, you will find an area, a secret area to write. Good idea. And more washi. And because the washi tape, you know, it's a nice little separate. It looks cool there. I'm not too fond of this last one, but I'm going to go with it since I cut it. Even though I cut it crooked, I'm still going to go with it. Because I think it will look great. Great. And my time is about up. And the reason you want to put glue on it is because washi tape is a semi-sticky tape, removable tape. So it's kind of like a Post-it note. So you can remove the Post-it note and it doesn't hurt anything. Well, that's what washi tape is. Unless you put permanent glue behind it. Okay, so you can write under there. Maybe a cute little writing spot would be cute. You know, a little writing spot would be cute. Cute little writing spot. Cute little writing spot. All right, so that's my first. That's where I'm stopping. And maybe you'll join me next time when I move to the next page. Thanks for watching.